Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a reflection of my 1 year. 1 year ago today, I was not, I was so way further back than I ever thought that I would be to compare to now. And I am making this video today to inspire some person that's going through probably all that I went through and more, to tell you that, so that you know that although you're where you're at right now, there's so much that can change within 1 year. And especially if you do believe in manifesting, this video is for you. Now, 1 year ago, today, I was told by some person that was helping me out financially that they couldn't do that anymore. And I was in tears. I was absolutely distraught. I was so scared of being kicked out of my apartment. I was so scared of what I'm going to do now. I was just terrified. And yes, I was working in a job that I love, but the pay was not that good. And 2 o'clock in the morning. So this video, I'm just gonna lay it all out. I just came bland today, as you can see, just so that you can relate to me. This is what this channel already is about, for to be able to relate to the person that is where I was, so that you know you can look at me and say, listen, I can get past her, because you don't ever want to get to the person that you're watching. You want to get past, surpass the person that you're watching. Now, let me go on. So 1 year ago, in 2022, like I said, I was in a job that I love, but the pay was not that great. I was barely able to make my rent, and I was so scared that I'll have to live in my car. And being a single woman at the time, that was really scary for me. I was told by the person that was helping me that they will not be able to help me like this much longer, because I was getting a lot of help, and that really broke me. And as I sit here and I remember now that I don't have to worry about, the stress of my rent, and I don't have to worry about the stress of food and the stress of all these different things. And I have manifested such an amazing person in my life that has made my life so great. I I needed to make this video today. I really, really did. Because when I do look back, the thing is, it's okay to move forward in life, but you can never forget where you came from. And I really came from truly humble beginnings, very humble. Yes, I manifested my apartment, but that also came with me getting help with it and all that stuff. And I was basically left after that conversation that person had with me. I was basically left in tears. And I remember my daughter sat and she hugged me when she saw me crying, because I had to take her to school the next day. And I got up at 2 a.m. in the morning. I remember it so clearly, like if it was today. And I was crying. And that crying, manifesting, using that sadness I tell you about on this channel, is what I used back then, without even like thinking about it. That's why I'm so like consistently always talking about it, because I know how it worked for me in the past. And at 2 a.m. I was crying, and then I got into this mode, like, okay, it's alright to cry and let out the fear and the frustration, but what am I gonna do now? Because sitting here in this sad, lonely state, because I was not only broke, I was also lonely. Sorry if I'm taking very long, but it's just a memory that's in my head that I'm telling you now, right? So I got up, I went on my computer, and I applied to all the jobs that I liked. And I like working in accounting, and that's a job that I'm really good at. So I wanted to get back into an accounting job at a higher position, and I had the amount of money that I wanted to get paid. And I applied to about five jobs, and there was this one little one. It didn't say the company, and I just applied. I was like, listen, I even applied to this one little job here. Then, while I was driving to work, I dropped my daughter to school. I was driving to work. I said, you know what, today by 9 a.m., I'm going to hear back from some person. That's a, that's what I'm telling the university. That's what I want. And I visualized that I'd be so, so happy. While I was at work, I heard, notification came through my phone, and I saw a mail response saying, "Hi, we would like to welcome you to, we would like to invite you to an interview for this job at this particular place." And the place that I always, always dreamed of working at is the place that it was. And I was ecstatic. I just jumped out of my chair. I was like, oh my God. I didn't tell anybody in the office what was going on, because I believe that when you're manifesting something, it's the best thing that you can do is keep it to yourself. The only person or persons that need to know are the persons connected to you that do believe in your belief of what you want to manifest. Other than that, you don't need anyone else's permission. You don't even need to tell anyone. You don't need anyone's permission. So let me rephrase that. You don't need anyone's permission to manifest anything. You just need your belief and the universe, and know that you'll get it. Then, and also another thing that I wanted to was a particular amount of money that I wanted to have as my monthly salary. And that, when I went for the interview, by the time I went for the interview, and then I got a second interview, and when I got the call, not only did I get the job, I got picked over some person that was completely more qualified than I was. They had more experience than I did, because I had only 1 year experience in the accounting field. And and then I was also told the exact amount of money that I asked for, I got as my salary. Now, that amount of money that I chose was the exact amount of money that I needed to at least pay all my bills. That's all it would have done, just paid all my bills. And right now, last year, my credit card was over the limit, consistently over the limit. I couldn't get it under whatsoever. And coming on to the other months now, although I got the job and I was able to, pay all my bills and stuff like that, I still had a limit. I still had a limit of, I couldn't still pay over my credit card. And I was just in financial stress, really. And financial stress is nothing easy for anyone to go through. And then I was also lonely too. And I will have a lot of sad moments. I had a lot of nightmares of being alone for the rest of my life, because I'm a very weird person. Well, I call myself weird, but my boyfriend tells me don't do that. But I do call myself weird, because I do believe in like manifesting, and the way how I look at life is completely different than others. And I always got called weird when I was growing up. People used to always tell me that I'm completely different than the average woman. So yes, and I am happy to be weird, because my weirdness has gotten me here today. Now I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I am so way further than I was last year. Today I got a new computer. Yes, so I can finally edit my videos. I could do some edits. I'm sure that you're watching this like, oh, she edited the video. And I'm very, very happy. I nearly cried last night when I was thinking about today, because I remember how broken I was a year ago. And right now, I am so happy. I've manifested the man of my dreams. I have, we live in a beautiful apartment, and we live so loving together. and the things and the places I've experienced in these past couple months is amazing. And I have so much more to experience with my boyfriend. And I just wanted to make this video today to just encourage you that, not, yes, I attracted love, I attracted more stuff that I wanted, and stuff like that in my life. But 1 year ago, none of these things in my head was ever possible at all. Now my credit card is under the limit. I'm getting to pay that back. I I'm getting better. My finances look a lot better. I I am in a way better place than I ever was. I'm happier in my life right now than I ever was. And I really hope that this video helps you and encourages you that although you're where you are today, know that 1 year from now you can completely transform your life 180. I believe that my life did a 180. I am so grateful for that, and I have another 180 to do in another year, and that's what I'm going to keep on doing. Because life is all about growing and progressing and experiencing new things. And yeah, so if you know that this video can help some person, encourage some person that that's really going through something really low right now, definitely share it with them. And I thank you guys for watching, and do subscribe and give this video a thumbs up so the algorithm can push it more out. I think that's what it does. And bye.